Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, the story is going to take a turn now that's not pretty. So I don't even want to spend a lot of time on it. And you know, I just want to say here, a lot of times people say man wrote the Bible. It cannot be true. Because if you read Genesis 34 and you see the story of Dinah, you would understand if a human being had written the Bible, they would have never put this story in here. But the Lord put this story here because we have to learn from the mistakes of our past. So today we want to look into Genesis 34. That's talking about the violation of Dinah. So who was Dinah? It depends on where you're from. You probably might say Dina, because I work with some people and you know we call them Dina. But you know Dinah, Dina, D-I-N-A-H. She was Jacob's daughter that he had with Leah. And Jacob, and the Bible said that Dinah went out to visit the ladies. Let me just read it quickly. Dinah went out to visit the daughter of Leah and Jacob. At this time, Dinah went to visit the women of that land. So Dinah left the safety of her village and went out. She probably had a night on the town, and she got raped. She got raped, and you know the brothers were upset when they heard what happened to the sister. They were not happy at all. But the guy who raped Dinah, he fell in love with her, and he went to his father. He did the right thing and told the father that his heart, you know, is with Dinah, and he really wants to marry her. So the father did the right thing, and he went to Jacob. He went to them and he talked with them and said, you know, we want to marry you. We want Dinah to marry our son, and you can marry our daughters. And you know, they wanted a peaceful talk. And Shechem went to Jacob and Dinah, brothers, and you know, he told them that you know he was sorry and please accept his offer of marriage to his son. Do you know these boys? Tricked. They were really tricky people. They tricked this guy into saying they used a sacred symbol, circumcision, to lure this family into, you know, wickedness. Well, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with a word. They used circumcision to deceive. Let's stay with the deceived word. So they said, yeah, you can marry, I'm paraphrasing. They said, she can marry your son. But you know, the rites, they have to be circumcised. And the father, because all he had in his heart was peace. He had no evil thought in his heart. And he said, okay, it seemed fair. So they went and they were circumcised. All the men of that village, that area, was circumcised on the same day. And do you know Reuben and the sons of Levi went in there and they killed all of the men of that area. Had all of them circumcised, and the Bible said that when they were sore the next day, they went among them and they killed them. What a sad story to be in the Bible. 3 days later, and you could read Genesis 34 to see if I'm correct. It said 3 days later, the men were circumcised and were still in pain. Two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, took their swords and made a surprise attack on the city and killed all the men there. What a sordid story to be in the Bible. And they put Jacob now in a whole lot of consternation. Because now Jacob is afraid now because they disrupted his peace because, you know, I'm sure in Jacob's heart, he agreed, you know, I'm only speculating now. He agreed with the plan that Shechem gave, you know, for his son to marry Dinah. But the brothers say, he violated our sister and we're going to take matters into their own hands. But they kept it inside. But, you know, they kept dropping hints along the way. But, and they carried it out, and it was so sad. It was so sad. And Jacob's sons went among the dead bodies, and guess what? They stole everything that was in the city. They just weren't satisfied to kill the men. They plundered the city. The story of this sordid incident highlights the ambiguity of the character and of their action. The sensual Shechem, who violated Dinah, also characterized as sincere and loving Dinah. He tried to make amends. He was willing to undergo the covenant, but he was deceived again by Jacob's son. So sometimes the sins of parents usually follow children. And Jacob did not want that for his sons. But unfortunately, they just, went in, killed all of the men, used a sacred rite. And it's so sad sometimes we use a sacred rite in God's house to start doing mischief. We do, sometimes we would come to do things and we say, the Lord told me. And the Lord didn't tell you nothing. God didn't tell you nothing. But we use the name of the Lord when we want to, veer off into a path that we should not go. And just remember, the Lord will hold us guilty if we still indulge in behavior like that. So Jacob told his sons, you have troubled me. You have troubled me by making me obnoxious among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And since I am few in number, they will gather themselves together and kill me, I shall be destroyed and my household. So again, Jacob now has to run. So brethren, let us not, my brothers and sisters, as we listen, let us not use the Bible to sin. Because a lot of times we twist things in the Bible to carry out our own sordid agenda. But we're going to ask God today to help us to be true and help us to be honest. So when we say, this is what it is, our yes will be yes and our no's will be no.
All right, friends. If you enjoyed the study today but still have questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at the link in the description box. Or come visit us at 346 Newport Street, Brooklyn, any and every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, we love you, but God loves you best.